I hit it. I got the record button going. So
Fabulous.
normally I don't record these on Sunday night for two reasons. One is because I want people to be live so that we have the interaction. But another reason is that because um, when I'm doing totally product stuff in a small group like this, I'm not as careful about my compliant language as I would be on social media. And so because Melania has already done this in a public setting before, I feel real comfortable with her materials. And so I'm going to go ahead and record this evening. So take it away, dear.
Okay. I just want everybody to know that I have been doing healing since I was a child. I began doing Reiki 14 years ago, and I've been studying the chakras and for 10 years. I'm considered an expert. I don't want you to feel like you have to be, so please just experience this evening. If you have your oils on hand, I have them here in my handy little to-go box because I am frequently providing healing on scene a lot. Really quickly, some facts about the energy centers and energy in general. There is a bioenergy that flows through all organic life. It goes by many names: chi, prana, spirit in the Judeo-Christian, and life force. The energy is expressed as a form of electromagnetic vibrational frequency, and essential oils have the highest frequency that has been measured of any natural substance. So can we change the slide? Nothing happens in, Elaine, can we change the slide? Nothing happens in nature without some form of energy exchange, okay? We already know how energy works through electricity. We have the main source of energy that then trickles down into distribution lines to a substation, through more distribution lines into a transformer outside your house, and stepping down in energy again to the outlet where we plug into it. Well, in this case, the universe itself is the source energy, and then everything in it is also a form of source energy. The energy that is provided to us from the essence of the essential oils comes through our energy field. Can we change the slide? The human energy system has four parts: the aura, which is on the outside, the energy centers, which we will be talking about this evening, the meridians, and the acupoints. We can change the slide. The synergistic nature of plant extracts help us on all levels. Our thoughts are ethereal, but they can still be measured. Our emotions are also ethereal, but they can still be measured in the body. And so can the magnetisms of the essential oils themselves. We take in energy very much like electricity, okay? Can we change the slide? These are the main 7 energy centers of the body, and we're going to go over them individually and what they do, what they manage in our body, how they process information, and the essential oils that help us to remain balanced, okay? Change the slide. Our first energy center has to do more with tribal power. It's our connection to Mother Earth. It is located at the base of our spine, in the perineum, but if you're using essential oils, you can actually just rub it at the base of your spine, and the oils will absorb right into those particular nerves. It vibrates to the color red. It deals with survival, and it's blocked by fear and scarcity. Anytime you're in a very fearful mood, or if you're coming from a lack perspective, you can balance that part of your psyche through the use of cedarwood. It's the oil of community. It brings people together to experience strength and value of community. Now, there are many psychological aspects to the energy systems and how it manifests physically in our body through our behaviors, through the words that we choose, and ultimately our connection with other people. But in this particular case, I'm just limiting it to when the energy center is out of balance, and then the essential oil that would get it back into balance. Can we change the slide? The next one is the sacral. It is located 2 inches below the navel. It's all about creation power, manifesting. It vibrates to the color orange. It deals with pleasure and is by guilt. Now, those people who don't allow themselves to be pleasured, and what I mean by that is, you know, spending time in nature, art, making music, going out with friends. They have an imbalance in this particular energy center, and it's blocked by guilt. So if you have any feelings of guilt, you can create balance in that area by using wild orange. I know everybody loves wild orange because it just inspires us. It just makes us feel abundant. But it also fosters creativity, supports positive mood, and restores physical energy. So this is a good oil to use for that second energy center of the body. Can we change the slide? The third energy center is all about personal power and everything associated with it. You know, can you keep your ego in check? Do you have a will to go out in public and speak on stage? When you're having issues in this particular area, ginger is a good one. The color that it vibrates to is yellow, and ginger is somewhat yellow in nature. It deals with willpower and is blocked by shame. So when you're having issues of these types, you can use the oil of empowerment, ginger. It empowers people to take complete responsibility for their life circumstances, which then gives them a better approach at life in general. Heart chakra, located right here at the center of the chest. That one is all about love power. And Elaine, if we could slow down. Oh, okay. Thank you. It's associated with the color green or pink. It deals with love and compassion, blocked by grief and sorrow. Now, we are all going to experience grief or sorrow at some point, and it does have debilitating effects on us. So bergamot is the oil of self-acceptance, accepting ourselves where we are right here at this point in time with our current circumstances. It's a good oil to support us in need of self-love when we are having difficulty loving ourselves due to our circumstances. And another one would be geranium, the oil of love and trust, which restores confidence in the innate goodness of others in the world, especially when we are closing ourselves off to loving people, maybe because we've been hurt in one way or another or betrayed. Next slide. The throat chakra, it's the communication power. Located right at the center of the throat, it vibrates to the color blue, deals with expression, and is blocked by lies. I love channel for this area because I have challenges in this particular area, and I use it all the time. Sometimes I rub it on my stomach, and honestly, it does not matter where you put it. It's the intention behind it. The oil of responsibility ignites passion for living, encourages us to live in integrity, and it actually curbs sweet cravings, promotes digestion, and supports healthy breathing. That's why sometimes I just rub it on my belly with some castor oil in a circular motion. It makes me feel better when I have issues going on like this. I have a little necklace on that is a essential oil diffuser that was given to me from the oil symposium by Amarantha when she talked about the essential oils of the Bible. I do put fennel frequently on the back here so that it's touching my neck and absorbing into my throat. So if you're comfortable wearing little chokers like this, obviously not for the men. There are some male chokers, but I'm just saying you could make something like this for yourself really, really inexpensively. Next slide. Third eye, mind power, center of the brow. It resonates to the color indigo, deals with insight, and blocked by illusion. The things we tell ourselves. Sometimes we are not seeing from all perspectives. Sometimes we have narrow vision. It happens when we have, a lot of emotions on us. And one oil that helps me in particular with this is frankincense, oil of truth. It reveals new perspectives based on light and truth and assists soul in spiritual evolution. I like frankincense here. This is just a suggestion. There are actually many essential oils that you could use for all of them. A good tool to use would be the emotions book. You can get that from Aroma Tools. essential oils and emotions, this is where I got a majority of the information that I got for this presentation today. So there's also a pamphlet about the chakras and aroma tools as well. Next slide. And last but not least, we have the crown chakra. It's all about awareness power. It's located at the top of the head. It vibrates to, resonates with the color violet, deals with cosmic energy, is blocked by ego attachments or earthly attachments in this case. If you're someone who is more physical, if you like buying things all the time, hoarding, I mean, these are realities of our existence. This particular oil, Arbor Vitae, can help you with that. It is the oil of divine grace. It helps people who believe and act like all progress must be made through struggle or solitary effort. We are a community of oil enthusiasts, so we are always supporting each other in one way or another. But if you're having difficulty connecting with the community, start with cedarwood. And then I put Arbor Vitae in my hair all the time. I honestly spilt some recently along with frankincense, and I just grabbed it all off the table and was just putting it in my hair right here and giving myself a head massage. So as far as the placement of the oils go, you could just put a little dot right here on your forehead if you wanted to also. Alina Hall did that to me during one of our yoga on the beach sessions during the full moon, and it was awesome. Okay, next slide. This is the part where you can participate in. There is actually scientific data to prove the efficacy of meditation and concentration, and even the energy centers themselves. So if everybody could just close their eyes for a moment and imagine that there is a ball of light in the color of red at the base of their spine. I am. Now visualize in your creation zone the color orange and say, I feel. In your solar plexus, the color yellow, I do. In your heart, the color green, I love. In your throat, the color blue, I speak. Center of your brow, the color indigo, I see. Top of your head, the color violet and purple, I understand. Everybody take a nice slow inhale and let it go. Next slide. I really hope that you guys enjoyed my condensed version. I teach this class regularly. If you want more information about that, let me know on Team Voltage. Also remember to provide your email so that I can send you all a copy of this. I forget what this is called, but here are the tools that I used to come up with this, the emotions and essential oils, and the chakra wellness made simple. Next slide. I created a chakra kit with the help of Anique. So here are all the oils that we put together. They go better in a bigger bag with a little explanation. And this little pamphlet that you see right here, this is the one that you can also get from Aroma Tools as well. Next slide. I'm a massage therapist, you guys. I've been studying the chakras for a very long time. So if you have any questions or need a massage, please give me a holler. Thank you so much for participating. It really was fun.
Hi, Melania.
Okay, I have just unmuted myself, and you did that in 20 minutes. That was like spot on. Thank you so much. And look at all the folks that are on tonight. For 16 people. It's awesome. And So anybody that wants to unmute yourself and ask Melania questions or give some feedback, we would stay on for a couple more minutes. I have a question, which was in the beginning you said that when you started talking about energy, did you say that essential oils have high energy levels or high vibrations? I missed something that you said in the beginning, and I wanted to write that down.
According to my research, essential oils have the highest frequencies measured of all natural substances.
Can you hear me, Elaine?
Yeah.
I was talking to Jen about it, and kind of like our super oils, rose has the highest frequency. I believe frankincense goes rose, jasmine, or maybe Melissa. They're in there, frankincense, and then it goes down. So almost how we even think of our oils as far as normal usage, ironically, they happen to fall that way in their frequencies. And that's where that term super oils and power oils comes from, is from the frequencies. And I think I think Modern Essentials, it's that book. One of them will actually tell you what the frequency is for each of the oils.
Okay. All right.
Good to know. Thank you for sharing, Lillian.
Hey, Anik. We can't hear you.
Else have any other questions?
Anik, would you unmute yourself?
Okay, now I'm unmuted.
Okay.
I just wanted to say thank you to Melania. That was wonderful. And while you were talking about each oil, I was smelling it and I was putting it on my chakra, as you mentioned it. And I feel so much better right now because I had a really bad day, just like one of those days of frustration and anger and all these emotions. And this is exactly what I needed to put myself into realignment. So thank you.
You're welcome. I give thumbs up on video because I can't give you a high five.
Could I ask again, Melania, what your email address was?
My email address is melaniamercedes@gmail. That's MELANIAMERSADES.
Okay. I wanted to send you a request for the info. Thank you so much. I enjoyed that very much.
If you want, you can go to Team Voltage and comment under the post for this particular class with your email address, and I will be happy to send everyone on the call tonight a copy of the presentation.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's very helpful, I think, for us to be able to go back through it and read what some of the symptoms of a block in that particular chakra were, or what concentrating on that chakra would do for us emotionally and physically, and then being able to use those oils. If we have this as a reference, it makes a big difference. So thank you so much. And I love the idea that you took your keychain and you put the 7 or 8 oils that you talked about tonight in little vials in that. Because, we even use language that refers to these things. We'll say, I see something, and we're not talking about vision. We're not talking about seeing. We're talking about understanding more often than seeing. And so that really resonated to me with the third eye. And anyway, so.
That's for the visual people. The auditorial people, when they totally get something, they'll say, oh, I hear you. Or the people who are more about their feelings will say, I feel you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we even express ourselves in that way. So that I know that when Paul died, I would say to people, I can't breathe. And I think that I probably mostly meant it in not in a literal physical way, but more of an emotional. I felt like I was choking. I couldn't breathe. But then I realized that physically, it was affecting me physically also. And so I was very shallow breathing. My throat felt restricted, and also it was emotional and physical at the same time. And people would say to me, you need to breathe because you're not breathing. And I'd say, I can't breathe. And they'd say, you're not breathing. We can tell you're not breathing. And so we often forget how closely aligned the emotions and the physical can be.
All right, there's a doctor. Her name is Lissa Rankin. She is actually heading in the field right now about energy medicine, teaching us that our minds can heal our body. It is actually possible. Her name again is Dr. Lissa Rankin. I respect her work because as a regular doctor, you're not taught these things, that thoughts in your mind about not being able to breathe can actually manifest in the throat and chest, and then ultimately lead you to not being able to breathe.
Right.
And so the essential oils don't do the work for us. They just help us get there.
Exactly. They assist us as we are doing the work that we need to do. And I encourage people to use your oils. You have these beautiful gifts that we have, and use them and do the work that you need to do to make yourself more well. Thanks, guys. This is a great night, and I'll see you all back in Florida. Some of you back in Florida. Thanks for Tennessee, Columbus, Virginia, Brooksville, lots of folks all over. Martina in a restaurant, everybody.
Will we be back next week from Columbus?
We may be traveling, but it doesn't matter. There will be a Zoom call.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. Every
Also, before we hang up, I just want to let everybody know that I do teach about the chakras. So if anybody's interested, just let me know, because this takes a lifetime to learn.
Yeah, I just admire that you could give us a 20-minute presentation on something this complicated, and I appreciate it. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.